Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Animal of the Week. Today, we have an extraordinary tale of survival and resilience that will leave you in awe. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of the Kihansi Spray Toad, a tiny amphibian with a big comeback story. This little creature has faced monumental challenges and yet has managed to bounce back in the most inspiring way. The Kihansi Spray Toad, scientifically known as Nectophrynoides asperginis, is a small, brightly colored toad found in just one place on Earth, the misty spray zone of the Kihansi Gorge in Tanzania. This unique habitat is a world unto itself, providing the perfect conditions for these toads to thrive. These little guys are no bigger than a fingernail, but their story is nothing short of epic. Despite their tiny size, they play a crucial role in their ecosystem. Imagine evolving in a microhabitat so unique that it's constantly bathed in fine mist from waterfalls. This mist is not just a backdrop, it's a lifeline for the Kihansi Spray Toad. This high-humidity environment is perfect for the Kihansi Spray Toad to thrive. The constant moisture keeps their skin hydrated and supports the lush vegetation they depend on. They depend on the fine water spray to keep their skin moist, dense vegetation to hide and breed, and stable temperature and humidity to survive. Without these conditions, their chances of survival plummet. Here's a fun fact: they don't even need standing water to breed. This is a remarkable adaptation that sets them apart from many other amphibians. Unlike most frogs and toads that lay eggs in water, the Kihansi Spray Toad does something really cool. They give birth to live young, bypassing the tadpole stage entirely. They give birth to fully formed baby toads, skipping the tadpole stage entirely. This rare reproductive strategy is called viviparity. It's a fascinating adaptation that allows them to thrive in their unique environment. It's perfectly suited to their misty cliffside world. But it also makes them incredibly vulnerable if that world changes. And change it did. In the late 1990s, the construction of the Kihansi hydropower dam drastically reduced water flow into the gorge, cutting off the mist that sustained the toad's entire ecosystem. In the late 1990s, the construction of the Kihansi hydropower dam drastically reduced water flow into the gorge, cutting off the mist that sustained the toad's entire ecosystem. This was a catastrophic change for the toads. Almost overnight, their habitat dried up, their population plummeted, and by 2004, the Kihansi Spray Toad was declared extinct in the wild. But there was hope. Conservationists had a plan to save these remarkable creatures. Before the extinction, a small number of toads had been captured and sent to the Bronx Zoo in New York and the Toledo Zoo in Ohio. These institutions became the last refuge for the Kihansi Spray Toad. Scientists there created artificial spray habitats, developed breeding protocols, and maintained the species through captive colonies for nearly a decade. Their dedication and hard work were about to pay off. In 2010, the toads were reintroduced to the Kihansi Gorge. This was a monumental step in their conservation journey. Artificial misting systems were installed, and released toads began exploring, foraging, and breeding in the wild. These systems mimicked the natural mist environment they had lost. By 2012, wild-born juveniles were documented. A huge milestone. This was a clear sign that the reintroduction efforts were working. Today, while still critically endangered, the Kihansi Spray Toad is thriving in controlled parts of its native gorge, supported by ongoing captive breeding efforts. The collaboration between zoos and conservationists has been key to their survival. It's a powerful symbol of how targeted conservation can reverse extinction. The story of the Kihansi Spray Toad is a testament to what can be achieved when we work together to protect our planet's biodiversity. So why does the Kihansi Spray Toad matter? This tiny amphibian shows us how fragile ecosystems can be, the importance of early intervention, and that even small, obscure creatures deserve protection and can be saved. This tiny amphibian shows us how fragile ecosystems can be, the importance of early intervention, and that even small, obscure creatures deserve protection and can be saved. Their story is a beacon of hope for other endangered species. And here's a few fun facts before we wrap up. Adults are less than 2.5 centimeters long, they communicate with body language, and their historic range was only about 2 hectares in size, smaller than a city block. Adults are less than 2.5 centimeters long, they communicate with body language, and their historic range was only about 2 hectares in size, smaller than a city block. These fascinating details make the Kihansi Spray Toad even more remarkable. If you'd like to see more about the artificial misting system or a visual timeline of their conservation journey, let me know in the comments. Your interest and support can make a big difference. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing stories from the animal kingdom. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more incredible tales of wildlife resilience and conservation.